Y'all already know what it is. It's live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. I need y'all to share the video for me. Come on in and share the video for me. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, people. It's live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come. We need you guys to share the video. Share the video. We have one share so far. Come on in, people. Come on in. Share the video. It's live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on in, share the video. I'm sharing it now. Sharing it now. Sharing it now. So we can talk. We can talk. Live, uncut, unedited, people. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. This is live, uncut, unedited. We gotta do what we got to do. This is live. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm sharing the video right now. So come on, people. I'm sharing the video right now. Sharing it to my groups. Groups that I'm in. Share it. Share the video. Got 25 shares so far. Come on, we need it. This is live, uncut, unedited. And people, come on in. We got 57 viewers. We got 30 shares, 32, 59. Come on in. Call in only. And don't have me get my time clock out now. Now I can't let y'all take over the night. Yeah. Call in only. All right, I got to share it to my other page. All right, keep sharing it, people. 35 shares. We got more shares almost in. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. Live, uncut, unedited. All right, come on. Let me share it to my Crime Chaser page. All right, I'm going to open up these phone lines in a minute. Cut, unedited. We're still in Black History Month. Even though we got the Super Bowl that happened this month, the All-Star Weekend happened this month. We got the young lady that got the ex-cop, the ex-murderer, well, not the ex-cop that shot and killed the 20-year-old Dante Wright. She got 2 years. Also, Jason Van Dyke, he got out of jail this month. So, I mean, it's a lot of things going on in Black History Month. We're still in Black History Month. And let me tell you something. Don't you ever let nobody ever tell you when you say you love black people, you're racist. That's being racist. That means they are intimidated of you and they are afraid of what you're thinking. That's all what that is. Committing suicide, going out there smoking dope, doing drugs, alcohol, sex, and doing anything or selling drugs. That's what they want us to do, people. You have to love yourself. You have to fall in love with yourself. Always say put God first, then love yourself. And when you love yourself, you can treat me right. You can treat your wife right. You can treat your woman right. You can treat your children right. You can treat your next door neighbor right. Oh, it's easy to love me when I'm nice to you and saying nice things about you. Oh, it's real easy. But it's very, very challenging for me to love you when you're cussing me. When you're trying to lock me up, when you're trying to put a felon on me, when you try to make it so hard that I can't make it. Oh, it's very challenging then for me to love you. But it's all possible with the help of God. So I thank every last one of you guys coming on here. We're competing against the All-Star game. It should be on tonight, but I don't care. Listen, there's an old proverb says, it's not in the Bible, but it's a proverb. It said, people who refuse to learn their history are bound to make the same mistakes twice. I'm going to say it again. People, a race of people who refuse to learn their history are bound to make the same mistake twice. We don't want that, people. We've been in slavery. We've been in oppression for over 400 some years here in America. We've worked free for so many years, but now that we don't want to work for peanuts and crumbs, we're lazy. You open up the floodgates and let others come in to replace us. And we know you still look at us as 3/5 as property. We know that. Trust me. But this same property that you're looking at us as 3/5, we're paying taxes in this country. We're fighting in the white man's war. Every war that he had here in the United States, we died. We've been a part of it. And we still are being mistreated. We are, what do we say? When you do, we call racial profile. That's the word I'm looking for. We are still being racially profiled in this country. In this country. There's a small percentage of black people, melanated people, African-zoid people that are criminals, that are involved in the criminal lifestyle. Oh yes, I said that. But you take the small few that's in our race and you magnify it in the media. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. This is live, uncut, unedited. So we're talking about tonight, what do you know about the Black Panther Party? Well, we've been told that it was a nationalist group, it was a hate group, and that's what we've been told about it. But we've never been told the truth about the Black Panthers Party. We've never been told the truth. They never taught us this in high school, grammar school. We've learned everything about everybody else, exception of people that really looks like us. All we know about Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. We know about Malcolm X. We know about Carter G. Woodson. We know about them. And not to brush them off as they are nothing, but they are a part of our history. Live, uncut, unedited.
Hey, Tracer.
How you doing?
I'm all right. What I know about the Black Panther Party, I know his son.
Hold on. Let me turn this up so everybody can hear you. All right, come on with it.
I said what I know about the Black Panther Party is I know his son. I know his son of great things. He does great things for the community. He still come back to Inglewood and support.
His son.
His son has redid the movie. He told the truth about his dad, what really happened, what really happened with the movement.
So hold on, sister. What's his son's name? Fred Hampton Jr. I'm gonna help you out. You stuck. I want to help you out now. We want to get it right. We can't. We gotta represent our brother now. Right. Go ahead, sister.
Okay. What I know about Fred Hampton Jr. He come back to Inglewood to support us, no matter what. He goes to movements if anything happens, if anybody gets shot, he's always on the move. He's always on the go. He's always doing positive things no matter what.
Okay. We talk about Fred Hampton Jr., the son, right?
The son, yes.
Free them all. Okay.
Free them all. We talking about free them all.
Okay. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Peace out. All right. All right, next caller. Y'all see the number up there, 872-297-6389. I want somebody to come and call us that lived through this era, the Black Panther Party era. You seen it firsthand. You seen it firsthand, people. Come on, call. The phone lines are open, 872. Hold on, I missed it. I got to record this. 872-297-6389. Again, 389. Come on and call in. Come and talk to us. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. This is real. This is real, people. We're not playing no games. No games. That's what I'm talking about. All right, brother. Come on, talk to us.
What's up, Mark G? It's Mark Carter.
What's going on, Mark?
Do I need to call back?
Yeah. On that. Call back, Mark. All right. Live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on, y'all. Come on in. I need y'all to come on in real quick. Come on. Where are historians at? What do you know about the Black Panther Party? Come on now, people. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. Y'all sitting frozen in fear. Come on now. Come and talk to me. This is live, uncut, unedited. All right. Come on now. I see the people commenting. Y'all commenting in these things, and y'all commenting. Let's talk about these massive black people. They're going to keep disrespecting us because we don't respect each other. That's a lie. I respect black people. You got to speak for yourself. They don't give them a license to disrespect us because some of us don't respect each other. They don't give them the right to do that. So people, let's quit with the white talking points. Black on black crime, black on black violence. Those are white supremacist talking points. When we began to talk about issues that really matter in our community, then that's when they start talking about, what about black on black crime? What about white on white crime? What about it? The same folks that put that in your mind, tell them to talk about what's going on in their community. Come on now, people. Come on, talk to me. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. 872-297-6389. Come on, talk to me, people. I left this open. We got 1 hour to get this done, people. 1 hour. Then I got to move on to something else. 1 hour, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on now. Come and talk. We got one of the icons here. All right, there we go. There we go. I got somebody calling me. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Hello, how you doing tonight?
All right, bro.
Again,
all right.
To be in the service one more time.
Yes, sir. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and definitely be glad in it, brother. I respect the black men, the elders. Go ahead, my brother. Talk to us.
Hey,
Come on, hold on. Before you get started, educate us. Educate us, brother. Go ahead.
To the best of my knowledge, I sure will.
Yes.
Now, only thing I can say about that, I'm glad that you say educate us because That's something that we all been asking for all of our lives. Now, I'm not that old, but
Right.
I'm old enough to know right from wrong.
Yes, sir.
And old enough to know I'm always hungry for knowledge and would not mind spreading it out to any and every one. The exception about knowledge is that sometimes when it's so real, some people just can't accept what's real because of the fact that you've been exposed to so much fiction, such as more like I say Sesame Street or Ninja Turtles or something.
Right.
I don't know if that's a good terminology, but it was not real.
All right.
But it was a terminology, but it's not real. It's a fairy tale. But mostly I could say is like the most I can ask, like most guys that come from the military, if they can come back and talk to us about what goes on instead of
right, brother.
Back fighting.
Brother, I need you to get to the point. I'm gonna let you talk, but I want you to get to the point. With the back,
say educate you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This is the topic is today. What do you know about the Black Panther Party? All right, you can tie that in with what you say, but I need you to get on point. Then, if you have to say something, it's okay to educate us.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
As far as I know about Black Panther parties, it's just an organization of black people to help each other out when no one else would help anyone else out. No one else would help us out because
Okay.
all we know is neglect, especially to each other. But as far as I know about Black Panther parties, I heard that they were the first that started daycare and pre-K and everything else, and we're all fighting for the same thing.
Okay.
And that's survival.
Okay. How old are you, brother?
41, getting ready to be 42.
Okay. You do you know anybody that lived through that era, the Black Panther Party era? Do you know anybody that lived through the 60s?
Shoot. Got my mama, got my daddy, got mom, dad, uncles, aunts.
And they didn't tell you, they didn't educate you about what was going on during that period of time?
I think they keep a lot of that kind of stuff secret because of the fact that they know that some people can't hold the fort down.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't hold their ground. So they figure, like, you know what? Instead of teaching my kids, whenever you look at any kind of black organizations, for some strange reason, they fall or they sell out. So I guess they say, just keep this on hush. Because all our parents were into some kind of organization. They just don't tell us because of the fact that
brother, that let me just say our parents are wrong, brother. Our parents are wrong. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why they are wrong, because look at all these black men just here in the city of Chicago being gunned down. What are they being gunned down for? Social media beef, gangs, colors, territory. Now, wouldn't it be profitable if they was dying for a real cause, for their people, for their race, to be free?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be profitable, brother? But yet we out here, we killing each other, brother, over a dice game. I shorted you. I was selling drugs for you, and I shorted you $40. Now you want to blow my brains out. Now you want to beat me down because I'm always coming short to buy dope. Come on, brother. We dying for nonsense. Why can't we die for something that's have a righteous cause, brother? So our parents, they dropped the ball, brother. I'm sorry. We are here dying anyway. We're dying for nothing. Nothing, brother. Foolishness. I blew at you. You cut in front of me on expressway. So now I'm pulling out my gun and just start shooting. Come on, brother. We in the lounge in the club or something. I looked at your woman a certain way. I didn't know she was with you. Now you ready to fight. Oh, I mean, brother, we dying over foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Over foolishness, man. Why can't we die for a cause, man? A righteous cause. What I'm saying, brother. We have to revolutionize. We have to gather together. We all we got, brother. The Democrats have shown us what we meant to them. The Republicans have shown us what we are to them. Come on now, people. We've been in this country 400. I'm talking about the descendants of slaves been in this country. So we was here before they was anyway. But we've been in this country for so many centuries. And look at us. Well, you said, well, Martin, we got Oprah Winfrey. We got Obama, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. They rich. We got a handful of black people that's rich, probably a billionaire. And yet this is supposed to be the greatest country in the world? Brother, let me just say this to you. I'm educating you a little bit too. Brother, back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, even some of the 70s, man, we had laundromats. I'm talking about when I say we black, we had cleaners, we had bus companies, taxi companies, we had lounges, pool halls, we had grocery stores, we had gas stations. Name it, brother. We had it. We had it. Somebody went to war with the black community. And we lost all these things. Now we got Asians in the community. We had owned the beauty supply thing and the wig thing. We got the Arabs in our community, and they are very prosperous in our community. And we can't stand one another. Now I'm gonna give you another scenario too, brother. Now just take the gang tribes. And I'm not going to mention nobody gang tribe because I don't want nobody thinking I'm disrespecting their gang tribe. But let me just say it. What if all the gang tribes got together with the Panthers and learned how to be self-sufficient? Kick all the drugs out of the community. Kick the pimps out of the community. The prostitution. And we focus on building. Building. What if? Think about it, brother. What if? Only thing that I can think that the street tribes have ever done was kill each other, sell dope to each other, get all the women pregnant, intimidate people, rob people, pimp. That's all I can. That's nothing, brother. When you talk to a lot of them old timers that been through that era, and you got to really ask them, they'll tell you it really wasn't worth it. They played the fool, brother. Listen, the street tribe was wrong, brother. The Black Panther Party was right for us, brother. They got demonized, slaughtered. They're made to be out a hate group. What's hateful about taking care of your own? The scripture said charity begins at home. It works, brother. Our parents, they failed us, brother. Our parents are frozen in fear. I got to tell the truth and shame the devil. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to say something, brother, go ahead. But I had a moment, brother. Huh?
No, I get that what you said.
Yeah.
That right there, I'm totally with you 100%. Our parents are in fear because of the fact they know what was going on before us. They know how these people think. I mean, like, even, not to get off the subject.
Go ahead.
Some other kinds of people think that we supposed to take a lot of crap off of
Yes.
because they watch TV.
Yes.
My father, even though he ain't really ever been in my life, but I love, not the DJ, but I love the story that he said. My father worked for Zenas until Zenas had finally bottomed out.
Okay.
I think this was a setup,
Yeah.
but I never told him that because...
Hold it, brother. Hold it. Let me answer that line. Stay. Hold that thought. Caller, you next. You next caller. Hold on.
Okay.
Bottom out. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Zena, so what happened is they sent this, okay, he's a quiet guy. He doesn't talk to anybody. And he's a very big guy too. So you know he's from Arkansas. He's a big guy. And he doesn't bother nobody. So it was this one particular guy, he comes in there bothering him.
What was his nationality?
No, it's the other side.
Okay, other side. Okay, I got you. I just wanted, so just to make it clear for the callers, he was white. I'm gonna say it. Go ahead.
We'll say European.
European. Okay, white. They ain't gonna kick me off Facebook for saying that. Go ahead.
Okay, so he goes in there bothering my father.
Okay.
My father, like, stop bothering me, leave me alone. He's always bothering. So one day he's throwing junk in my father's office. My father goes to the guy and say, hey, come get your junk out of my office. He said, I'm going to get it when I feel like it. So for what I understand, he told the man in front of people, get your junk out of my office or we're going to have a problem. So the guy, he takes his time getting the stuff out of my father's office. My father pushes him out the office, dragging him on top, because like I said, it's the wrong guy to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
Karate is not going to work on this guy. I don't care what you say.
Come on, boy, get to the point. Grind it on down, because I got one more caller.
He shattered his jaw.
Wow. He said it again?
He shattered his jaw.
Oh, wow.
And you know,
with his hand? With his hand?
My father is from Arkansas.
Okay.
Forest City, Arkansas.
Okay.
And out of the woods.
Okay.
So
he's from the deep south. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
So and when he bothered then he shattered his jaw, and I think that's what people was looking for many years to see what kind of guy he was.
Oh, okay.
You got to look at things as angles to come at a man.
Okay. Okay.
So
well,
that's why I'm with it.
Well, you know what? Like the Panthers, I'm gonna let you go, brother. They believe in self-defense. Any man, that's your God-given right, brother. If a cat can scratch you, and if a dog can bite you, that's just their natural instinct to defend themselves. We got a country here tell us, say, wait, call the police and let me handle it. Some things can't be handled right away by the police. You got to handle it right away if you want to live. If you want to live. But brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, I'm going to take the next caller. All right. All right, caller, you're next.
Hi, Martin.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. This
Okay.
I went to Proviso East High School, lived in Maywood and Bellwood.
Okay.
And Fred Hampton was 4 years older than myself.
Okay.
I'm a white woman.
Okay.
Fred Hampton changed my outlook on life.
Okay. Let us hear it. Let's talk about it.
Yes. Being a kid sheltered in the suburbs and going to Proviso East. You know, when Fred was assassinated, there were race riots at the school.
Right. Hold that thought right there. Hold it, race riots. Hold that thought. Let me answer this other line. Caller, you're next. You're next in line, caller.
Let's talk about it.
All right. You said there was race riots, sister. Go ahead.
Yes, and I wanted to know why. I mean, I didn't know. A lot of us didn't know. So that opened up a whole new avenue to me. I went on to become active in my community in Maywood.
Mm-hmm.
I went to work for Head Start. I met Jesse Jackson. It changed my whole outlook. And I have to say that people that fear the Panthers, it is, as you said, it's a hate message because they were made to be feared. The uneducated are fearful of a black man or a black woman.
Let me say something. Let me say something, dear sister. They had to demonize the Black Panther Party movement because black people was beginning to be self-sufficient. And you know, and I'm going to be 100 honest on here. We are a conquered people. You know that. We've been brought here,
Yes.
and we are conquered people. And we just want our freedom, our independence. And there's nothing wrong for do for self. You know, it's like right now, white people, you're white, European descent, look at this. You guys control everything. I mean, you control the food supply that come in this country. You control the water. You control the military. You make the laws. You control the education. You control the finance, the economics. And we just here. We have not progressed. Slavery has only changed forms. And it only have changed forms. You may not be whipping us and calling us an Nigger out in the open. Okay? You may not be doing that. You know, and I always say on this live, white silence is violence. And see, they had to, with the help of media, they had to demonize the Black Panther Party to get the whites afraid. Like, okay, we better stop this before the black people try to come and take over America. They build like a fear factor to the white communities here in America. You know,
That's right.
they did it. You know, and you can't even really listen. You can't name me one Panther that shot and killed a white man or a white woman just because they was white. You can't name it. You can't name it. Come on. They wasn't about that. They was about self-sufficient, do for ourselves, protecting our own community because of racial profiling, police brutality. And you know, once we go into judicial system in these courts, we can't win. We know that. But we have to stand up for what we believe in, which is a human right. You can't deny a person a human right, the right to eat, to live, to have clothes on his back. That's human rights, period. No matter if you white, black.
Oh, I agree with everything that you said. And it's similar as Black Wall Street.
Yes.
You know, I know about that too. I've educated myself. Like I said, Fred Hampton and the Panthers were the beginning of my street education in Chicago. And my heart breaks and I'm angered by black men being shot in the back, killed in cold blood, cops getting off, Jason Van Dyke,
yes,
all of those things. You know, I cannot imagine being black in America. I cannot.
And you know what? And guess what? Listen, you have a lot of white people in different races. They love black people's swag, if I may say that. But they don't want to be treated like black people now. They love our athleticism and the way we do things and we put a little twist on it, but they do not want to be treated like black people. And everybody knows. And you know what hurt me so bad was when the Asians had a few isolated incidents of hate. And should no race be hated on? And I'm gonna say that live, uncut, unedited. But how could you, the president, go and write an anti-Asian hate bill, you know? And we've been over here for 400 some years, 500 some years. We've been lynched, we've been burned, we've been, God. And that's just like a slap in the face. And I'm not trying to go politics over here on that and all of whatever you vote, Democrats or Republicans. I have nothing to do with that. You know, I vote my conscience. That's what I do. So I vote in both parties. Whatever pique my interest, I think that's going to help my community, that's what I vote for. But go ahead, sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty much all that
okay.
I had.
And can I ask you a question too? How old are you? How old are you?
I will be 68 years old in April.
Oh, thank you. But you know what? Let me just say something to you, sister. I thank you for educating yourselves and all that. But another thing that I would want you to do is educate the white community, those what we're trying to stand for. That's it, you know, because I remember, let me say this. I remember I was in Minnesota. No, I was downtown Chicago. And I believe it was through the Jason Van Dyke protests and things like that. And it was a European man descent. And he came up to me and he was like, well, I'm so sorry for you people. I know the stuff that you guys have been through here in America and all that. He was like, well, what can I do to help the black community? And you know what I told him? I said, go back to your community and talk to the people that look exactly like you and educate them. That's what I told him. I didn't want no sympathy. I didn't want no money and nothing like that. I said, just go back to your community and educate them about what's going on and how we are. Because, see, the media is playing this game. They're building up a propaganda against us. And trust me, I'm not a thug, not a gangbanger. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a pimp. You know, I'm none of those things. I'm not out here robbing people, sticking up people, looting, and I'm none of those things. But it's a small portion of my people that look like me that indulge them things, and you group us all together. And I'm saying I'm still black now. I'm proud to be black, so I'm not ashamed of that. But my point is, we're not all out here doing the things that the media say we're doing. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I really thank you for coming in and keep following me. And hey, thank you so much for being open and honest, because this platform is open for all of us. So we have to learn. We have to learn.
You're right, Martin. That's the only way.
Yeah.
And yes, thank you for everything that you do for Chicago. I've been a follower for a while, and I'm no longer there, but it's in my heart always.
Yes. Thank you so much.
It's in the heart. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you. All right. You're welcome. All right. All right, caller. I think you hung up, so you can call back, caller. This is live, uncut, unedited. The number is 872-297-6389. And I tell you, people, we need callers that live through the Black Party era, Black Panther Party era. We need that. I'm telling you, people, it's still going on today, people. Police brutality, lynching, lying, deception, all in our communities. They dry up our community from resources. It's like, what they say, well, Martin, you always talk about race. America was built on race. When they was writing the Constitution, they had us in mind. They wrote the Constitution so they can be up here and the black people down here. They didn't bring us over here for us to be lawyers, doctors, accountants, politicians. We was here for one reason and one reason only, to serve the white man and his agenda. Nothing else. This is the truth. Some people don't want to hear it. Birthday man, this is live, uncut, unedited. Talk to us. We talking about the Black Panther Party, George Blakemore.
Okay, well let me hang up. You want me to talk?
Yeah, I want you to talk. Why not? Come on, talk. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to tell us about the Black. What do you know about the Black Panther Party? Talk to us, George. We live, uncut. We on Facebook Live. Talk to us.
Okay, right now?
Yeah, right now, brother.
Okay.
By the way, hold on. By the way, happy birthday to you again. Brother George made 80 years old yesterday. So I want all my Facebook people to make sure you send up them hearts for Brother George Blakemore. He's a pioneer. He's a pioneer activist. And he loves what he do. So let's listen to him and get your pens and piece of paper out so you can listen to him talk. Come on, Brother George Blakemore.
All right, thank you, Mr. Martin Johnson.
No problem.
For allowing me to talk on your live radio
Mm-hmm.
and the Black Panther. Know about them, heard about them, was everything that was positive. How they started to feed the breakfast, free food,
Mm-hmm.
breakfast for the young people, and that was, he was so positive that the federal government came in and decided to do that. But what what they was trying to do is teach us to do for us.
Mm-hmm.
And when the government, even with the lottery, that was started by a black man, and whatever we do, and positive helping our people, then the federal government come in and try to steal it. And I also know that the federal government was the Panther was public enemy number one. How they murdered and killed and disbanded that movement, that group of men that really was for our people. So whatever we do, that seems like to me that a public enemy number one is black people when they help each other. So the government, the United States government of America, has not been friendly to black people, and that they're still going on when you come to the criminal justice system and the atrocity. I just can't believe it. What happened up there in Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
With that lady getting off, they say only 2 years. She said she made a mistake. She started crying and everything. And with good behavior, I guess she get out in maybe a year or less than a year. So the question to you all that's on this program on the radio, does Black Lives Matter in America, to white America, to the Hispanic America, Asian America? The only people that was enslaved in America was the black people. So we have to always bring that up. We reparation. That's the main thing. And whenever we are doing something as a people, the federal government comes in and destroy it. So the reason these people are 400 years ahead of us, we are winners. We are somebody. So they begin the race before we do, and then they come out. They say, well, you lost the race. Well, we never lost the race. Somebody else cheated and cut. Now, when you're on the track team and you run, everybody on your march, get set, ready, go. They give everybody an even playing ground. But when somebody else cut and go a shorter cut, then they get the trophy. Then they'll tell the black, you lost the race. You lost. You didn't pick yourself up by your bootstrap. You lost. We are winners. We are winners.
Yes.
So they are cheaters. They are corrupt. All this wealth, and they say Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. In America, Black lives should matter to everyone in America, but Black lives should matter to black people. But now America put value on white lives matter. The judicial system is rigged for us to come out at the losing end. But we got to remember, we're winners because they got all this wealth from black lives, black blood, sweat and tears, and they have a head start. So if all things was equal, we will be, we're winners. Just look at yourself as a winner in the race. There's a reason why these people are ahead of us. And when they come and say, my daddy, the slavery's over, forget about it. My daddy didn't have him. He came in Ellis Island and he got off the boat and he didn't have anything and he went to work. Yeah, but when he went to work, he got paid. And he didn't have chains and whooping his ass all day long and making him work. And with white face bring privilege.
Mm-hmm.
White face with black face bring misery and pain and suffering in this country. So I'm so glad that Martin is allowing me to speak, and he moved up from, he's still doing his crime chasing, but he's moving up to educate and inform the black people that,
Yes.
that it's just not about chasing crimes where when a black person get killed or kill each other, or the police killed them, but he's about educating, informing, and enlightening his people. And I think that's a great move that he's expanding his communication with his people, not only as a crime chaser, but as an educator. And thank you very much, and thank you for coming to my birthday party, Martin. And I'm telling everybody to look at your page.
Yes.
Because you videoed, you getting many hits.
Oh, yes.
Because you did a beautiful job.
Mm-hmm. I thank you, George. I thank you as well.
About 10 minutes, Abner.
No, go ahead. You want to go ahead, George? You're going off. Listen, I'm the boss here, so I can let you go another 10 if you want to.
Oh no. Well, the big issue is that what had transpired also with the Van Dyke. It seemed like that Black Lives doesn't matter, and brother Tyrone Mohammed went out to Niles, and the schools out in the suburb, the children was calling the black in the schools, they was calling them niggers and calling them monkeys. And Brother Tyrone carried his group out there and trying to resolve that racial problem. That cancer is everywhere. It's everywhere. So we have to just keep fighting. If I knew the solution, and if I had the power, I would get rid of this cancer of institutional racism, systemic racism. So what is the answer? I'm gonna turn it back on you, and we're gonna have a little dialogue.
Okay.
What do you think the answer
Well,
is? The cure for this.
The cure is ourselves. We have to love each other first. I'm talking about black people. Once we begin to love ourselves, Brother George, and once we love ourselves, we don't love each other like the way we're supposed to, Brother George. We hate ourselves. When we wake up in the morning and we see these full lips and this broad nose and this pretty complexion and this kinky hair, we hate who God made us. You know, how can another people treat us better than we treat ourselves? We have to start loving one another. That's number one, Brother George. And I'm going to say this. Number two, we cannot transform other people hate. You know, what we can do, we can educate them, you know, because somebody told a lie and they couch it up in blackness, that everything that's in blackness is wrong, is bad, and that's not true. So there's no law, Brother George, and we can legislate racism. We can't do it, but we can make the rules, the laws even. We've already been robbed economically. We've been working in this country for 400 some years, and we haven't got our pay yet. We haven't got our pay.
Well, Mr. Martin, I do agree with you. And when I go live on my live video, I don't want to start cursing.
All right.
On your program.
Please don't.
But I state, love your nose, love your toes, love your nappy hair, and your black asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And I emphasize self-love.
Yes,
like
you do.
What Mr. Martin, what you said is true and it's simple. We don't love each other. And when it goes to the devil food cake and black cats and everything is negative, white angels is supposed to be superior. But these little cliches, black people have been programmed to hate themselves and love somebody else. Just what Mr. Martin was saying, the standard of beauty is not a black woman. The standard of handsome is not a black man. So we have to make our own standards, love our own self. And okay, all lives matter, but we got to emphasize Black lives matter to black people.
Yes.
That's crucial to change. We cannot legislate love.
That's
You
right.
cannot pass the laws are on the book, but they're not going to enforce those laws. So since they're not, we can't make the Hispanic love us, and that shouldn't be our primary aim. We can't make the Arabs or the whites or the Asian. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, sir. Let me say this, Brother George. Brother George, let me say this.
We cannot legislate love, but what we can do is love ourselves.
Yes.
That's the control that we can have, and we must not try to force making other people love us. First, we got to love us. I was thinking about even if they implement, that's why they don't want to implement Black history in these schools, because the truth will come out about who was George Washington, who was Jefferson, Hampton, all these men slave owners, and their history is an ugly part of American history. But to teach history, you have to teach it all.
Yes.
You just can't pick out the good, the bad, all. So they want you to think that these was honorable men. But these same racists that George Washington and Hamilton, those men are living today. Our state, our governors, our legislature, and those are still, we have haters who hate us, but we have to love ourselves.
Yes,
and
sir.
when you say you can change, the black man problem, he got two problems. He got the problem with the white folks hating, and then you have black people who hate black people.
Say it,
hate
Brother
themselves.
George.
You can see how our women look at their beauty when they constantly trying, Madam T.J. Walker, to had that straighten up the hair and perms and whatever, and now they wearing wigs and extensions down their back, and they teaching little children, 3 years old, the mama go and buy some false hair and start gluing it and weaving it on the little girls. That's teaching them that you're ugly. Mama gonna make you pretty, and you're gonna have long hair. So you wouldn't know, you wouldn't think in 22 that this type of self-hatred is still going on, and we need the black on black love.
Yes, sir.
That's what we need. We need to, and I'm gonna repeat that again, and I hope that nobody not getting offended with my little prophetic at the end. Love your nose, love your toes, love all of you, and love your black asshole. I'm emphasizing self-love. We have to change that narrative. These men didn't go to the government, to the Black Panthers. They didn't say that we going to the government and we need free food or breakfast for the black children, and we need free lunch program or free breakfast. They say we gonna do it. We gonna do it. And when they did it, they were so successful in doing it. So the white man decided to do it, and also to get rid of the Black Panthers, because they was revolutionary. Revolution means to change.
Yes.
Don't do the same thing over and over and over. You have to think out of the box. And these were young men with ideas, and they was doing it. And when the government see that we're doing for ourselves, then they come in and want to destroy us because we become a threat to them. Because that's what you call a revolution. You're changing the mindset.
Yes.
And the old cliche say, a mind is a terrible thing
to
waste. And one thing the black people must know, that when I say we was talking about an inferior person, the black man and the black woman was the first man and the first woman. Just the idea now, the scientists, they want black body parts. Why would you want a black liver? Why would you want a hobby, kill black for their body part? Because the blacks are superior. They're stronger people. That would just show you. They're not going to kill no Asian. You remember when they said that girl went to that motel?
Kanika Jenkins, yeah.
Yes, so they don't want us to know who we are, how great we are. So it's simple. It's simple. By us being the first man and woman on planet Earth, that will show that we are superior and we've been conquered by an inferior human being. Why would during the time that Africa had all these kingdoms and pyramids and all this wealth, why would they want to go to Europe and peaceful? Why would they want to conquer Europe? Europe didn't have nothing. Europe didn't have nothing. And today they are still raping Mother Africa. Now the Chinese are going there. And the British are still there. The Belgians are there. You go to South Africa today, they say that apartheid is over. The whites are still in power. So why don't they want to leave Africa? They don't want it because the wealth is in Africa. And I'm encouraging my boozy black people and then whoever get a chance to go home to the homeland. When they go, a lot of even entertainers, they used to go to Paris, go to France, go to England, and go to Italy, Rome. They go to Africa, and you'll see the things are so complex. I have been to the homeland. They say if you go over there, you'll see blonde hair ladies. They bleaching the same materialist mess that the blacks are doing here in America. You go to Johannesburg, go to Nigeria, or go to Senegal. You see the same thing. We're being whitewashed. Whitewash is something good. They're saying we got to be blackwashed. We have to get into our blackness. God has given us everything we need. All we have to do is use what God has given us.
Yes.
He have not shortchanged us. Everything that we need, and somebody said, Mr. Blakemore, you need to stop talking about you are God. We are God. That's who created us. We are gods. Each one of us are God. But you can't go up to the sky and he come back. He created you in his image, the black man image. All the other people have mutated
from us.
And over the years, that hair became straight. The first black man had nappy hair and a big nose and a black asshole. Now, the white man comes after the black man. I don't know if it's archaeologists or what, the study of the human being. You know about that, don't you, Mr.?
Yes, sir.
Luther was the first. Okay, tell me what you think about that.
I think.
Do you believe that the black man was the first?
Well, I'm gonna prove it. I'm going to prove that right now. I'm going to prove that with a simple logic thing. If a black man lay down with any other race and have a baby by a woman, what you think that baby is black? We are genetically dominant. Dominant. That's logic. What they tell you right there. You know,
That's right.
That's it right there. That tells you right there.
But I want to ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
We put in a little light. Now Obama had a white mom.
Right.
Okay, and he had white grandmother and grandfather who raised him.
Yes.
If Obama would have came out with looking white, told him sometime the white genes are dominant. 99% that black gene is dominant.
Yes.
But if he came out that could pass for white, do you think, we just hypothetical, that his grandparents would have told him that he was black?
Probably not. I don't think they would have told him. They probably would have told him. To me, I don't.
Do you think he would have passed?
Yeah, I mean, Brother Joe, let me say this.
There's a lot of white people, like you talking about the genes dominant. A lot of black people, white people, are passing. They got black blood in.
But they pass it for white. Right.
You know that?
Yeah, I know that. I know that. You got some black people that can pass for white, but they're black. Trust me, they can pass for white, and I understand that, brother George Blakemore. I understand that, because you got to think about it, Brother George. Everything came from us. We could be all shades of color and still be black. You know what I'm saying? We could be light bright white, and we could be blue black. Can I get a witness?
What you say? Because some of them, and I'm not talking, when I went out to a Leak funeral home, to a funeral, they said that was Leak's mother.
Mm-hmm.
And the man was I could look at her. I said, that lady is a white, she could pass for white.
Mm-hmm.
That was Leak's mama, who could pass for white. What you say? We got plenty of black people who's passing for white. That's what you say.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Seriously, we come in all shades. We come into 7 or 8 different shades. I'm telling you. That's it. We come into that. I don't care where you go in this world, you're going to find some people that look like us. They are us. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And all over in Cambodia, all over, go to India. Some of these Indians got better than the dark one, but they can see they black. Some of those Indians have black blood.
Mm-hmm. You
can see, and also, didn't you bring up something about the Arabs, how they conquered the black man too?
Yes. Matter of fact, Arabs had us in slavery for 1,000 years before the white man. And matter of fact, they still got black slaves in Africa now. They still got them as we speak.
Mauritania.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the north, by Morocco, somewhere up there, they still got slaves, the Arabs.
Yeah.
It's Mauritania. Well, how many months have you been on the radio now, sir?
No, this has been a couple of months. I'm just doing my thing. You know, I haven't full blast yet. I'm doing like, I just got all my equipment, and I'm testing equipment. And March, I'm going full strong, full blast.
You constantly get new listeners?
Yes. I got a mixed crowd. I also have white people come on. I have black come on. I have all types of people follow me, and they do come on the platform and talk. So I had a white lady today. She's listening. She's 68 years old. She spoke because she said she had met Fred Hampton Sr., you know, when she was 4. Yeah, I think she was 4 years. Yeah. Because
so she appreciated what he's doing.
Yes. And she agreed to everything I said. They made the Black Panther Party out as a hate group. You know.
No, they wasn't.
I know they wasn't no hate group, but they made them out to be that. They said
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But sometime when you when you love yourself,
Yes.
then some people get intimidated and say you're a hater, you're a racist. And one thing that somebody said over in the inner city study, one of these professors said that black people cannot be racist because they don't have the power to deny another group goods, service, contracts, and jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That means I don't have black American people or black people anywhere. They don't have the power to deny people goods, service, contracts, and jobs because we don't run the economy.
Yes.
So how can I be a racist? I can't. You can't deny this white man when he controls every damn thing.
That's right.
A racist is a person who's in power
Mm-hmm.
and has power to deny other people goods, service, contracts, and jobs. So you can say, well, the poor white man can't deny you. Oh, yes, he can, because his action, his white face is privilege.
Yes.
Because his people are in control of goods, service, contracts, and jobs. That's why you could see the sentence was different. That lady said, I was scared. I just tased him. And that was murder.
That was murder.
That was murder. And also, when it comes to that McDonald, the young man, everybody, 16 shots to be heard around the world. But his grandmother came and said, after they shot him 16 times, they got in their car and ran over him. What kind of man would do that?
Right.
What kind of, they got in the car when he's laying shot bleeding, got in their car and ran over them. And that was not on the tape, but she came out to push. She came over to Mr. Mohammed place at the press conference,
Mm-hmm.
and she saw the tape. They did not show that. That's outrageous. So the man should have got first-degree murder.
Murder. Yes.
Murder. And he's out walking now. And so why was that tape, why that part? You have shot me 16 times, then you get in the car, and I'm laying down in that bowl of blood, and you get in your car and run over me and back and run over me. This is
hate.
terrible.
That's
Those
hate.
people are true haters. And to let them get away with that and the cover up, and now he's a free man. And do you think that he would, that Mr. Will Calloway, do you think he's on the people, the activists, are they gonna prevail, or do you think that that's just a closer? He's out. He's going on with his life and got a job. Do you think it's the end of that?
Well, brother George, let me just say this, and I'm gonna say this publicly. What I think we went to sleep on this case. When I said we, I'm grouping myself into this.
Yeah.
We marched, we protest and everything, but we went to sleep. We knew the sentence that was handed down to the ex-killer, Jason Van Dyke.
Yeah.
So why did we wait a few weeks before he was going to be released from prison to raise hell? And I'm not cussing, hell. That's our fault, Brother George. I'm gonna take that one on us. That's our fault.
We all is at fault. Sometimes we can see what you say is your fault, it's my fault, it's we fault, it's us fault.
Yes.
All
our fault.
of and then gonna wait 3 weeks before, and they're gonna come in their press conference that they waited. Do you think it's because of the political climate that some of those men are planning on running for alderman or whatever?
Well, listen, I'm just say this, and I'm going to say this, and I hope they're listening. People do things so they can get exposure in the media. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the race. It's about them. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, now, they can say this they can say this even about you and I.
Yes.
We all are individuals. I like the camera. I'm glad to talk on the radio,
Yes.
TV, and you read about me. But my motive is not only on me.
Say it, brother.
What I'm saying and what you're doing, we are doing it for our people. For our people. And so when you put yourself, I wasn't aware that the man was getting out his term, but when you put yourself, you said, I dropped the ball. Mr. Martin Johnson dropped the ball. I dropped it. But do you think these men that spearheaded this movement, like, come on, we're going to send him back to jail, they was aware of when he was going to get out?
Yes, yes.
They was aware.
We fell asleep, Brother George. See that? Let me just say something.
Well, why these men didn't let us know when you know something, you're supposed to share it with me. I'm sleeping. You're supposed to open my eyes. I don't know every damn thing.
Yes.
You're supposed to, George, you know, it's not over. He'll be getting out in 2 more years. Let us go. Let's start now before he get out. With the federal law. Like, so don't blame yourself because you wasn't thinking, but we, the ones who were thinking, do you think they knew about it? Why did they wait 3 weeks, a few days before he got out?
Brother George, you got to ask him that question because, you know, I'm just a media man. I help protest.
But I wasn't aware. I went to sleep on that.
Right. I went to sleep on that one, you know, and make it so bad on top of that, it was in the Black History Month he's been released. So that's symbolic. Now, now y'all N-words, what y'all gonna do about this? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? It was a slap in the face. So now what the judge did, fined them guys $200 and told them that they have to stay away from that federal building for at least 6 months.
Well then, finding, now, well then you saying me down there hollering and you was down there protesting. What you say? We failed.
We failed. We dropped the ball on this one.
You gotta look at yourself.
Yeah.
We talk about Ray failed.
Yeah, right.
Our children failed. It's because we old ones failed.
We failed. We failed.
And you saying that other people use that as to bring attention to their own plight.
Of course. It's all part of the thing. It's a marketing strategy.
They don't work and they don't have resources. Well, if they know better, when you know something, you're supposed to tell me each one teach one.
Yes, yes. But see, George, let me just say this, brother. If we don't love ourselves and the people who we represent, I call this the unholy trinity. You know, in the church world, they say the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Right. So I say this, me, myself, and I. And when we have that mentality and calling ourselves to be leaders, we have to be careful, people. And that's why I ever be so humble, George. I got a big mouth. I love for people to say you're doing a good job. I like that. But at the same time, it's not about me, George. It's not about you. It's about the people that I represent.
That's right.
That's what it's about. And I'm not knocking those young brothers. Thank God for them. But they failed. We failed.
That's right. And a good leader must bring attention to what's going on. So it's okay for you to get Dr. King had to get the attention of the nation.
Yes.
He got it by protesting and the media came. So we need that. We need people that bring attention to.
Yes.
But these, why are you bringing the attention? Are you bringing it How did we win? And you say the ball was dropped when that judge gave him that sentence. That's when you see we didn't do our due diligence.
No, we see what we did. We celebrated. We celebrated. You know, when people celebrate, they drink. I'm just using an analogy here. Just we drink champagne, we lay back, and we fall asleep. And we went into a deep sleep, Brother George. And we should have kept keeping that, as we say, keeping our foot on the paddle. You know what I'm saying? On the gas. We supposed
on the prize.
Right. Right.
The prize is that we want him. And yesterday it was a Jewish guy out there interviewing me during my birthday, and he said, "Well, why are you bringing the Jews up?" I said, "What happened with the Holocaust? The Germans, some of those Germans left and went to South America. Some of these Nazis changed the name and tried to start a new life. Well, the Jews got an organization, a group of people who hunts them down like hound dogs. And don't care if it's 20 years or 30 years, and get them. It's revenge. It's not over. Right now, some of them have to hide these Nazis, but the Jews will remember. That's their motto. Remember the Holocaust. And never again. Well, we have to have that.
Same mentality. Yeah.
Remember slavery. No, we got nothing to reparation. We can never forget. And he kind of resented me saying that. Real Jews. The white Jews also the slave crews and investment. They invested in these ships, Columbia and all of these ships that was and their return, they got money. So all these people have exploited black people.
Yes.
Like you're an investor, well, you can invest in stock in that company. And like they say, J.P. Morgan, all that money. That was an investment.
Yes.
And black people forget that these same we forget. And the point is that I was making, these Jews always say, remember the Holocaust. To remember, they're saying we got to remember that because it can happen again. So, but our people go right to these banks. They talk about how these churches, sororities, all put their money in these white banks. And I think they got a few black banks in the United States. And I was wondering, even with your little checks that you get, if you can bank at these black banks, even if they down south, whatever, and let that your Social Security checks go there, and let your SSI check go to these black banks, and then once when you're on the month, then you could get your money from them on your debit card. You could put that's something. What do you think about that idea?
That's wonderful.
The black banks that's left in the United States, all black people, public aid checks, SSI checks, Social Security checks will go to that black bank, and then you will still, if you're in Chicago or wherever you are, you got your debit card, you can still use that. About that.
Yeah, I'm very aware about that, Brother George. I think that's
I
excellent.
wasn't aware that I could do that.
Yeah, yes. And let me just say this too with the banking system. When it comes to us supporting each other's business,
Yes.
the first mistake that we make with each other, we don't want to do business with each other no more. We got that bad. We got that bad, people. I have experienced it. I have done it. And listen, AT&T, T-Mobile, People Gas, Comcast, all those big companies have robbed us. And trust me. And guess what?
And with Miss Williams, with her beauty supply, I asked her, I say, they robbed you out there and broke in and went. I say, how are you doing? She said, I'm making money, but I'm not making the kind of money that the Korean down the street making. She has the same product.
Same product.
Competitive price, and the black will go right to somebody else. But we hate us.
Yes.
We hate to do business with each other.
And you know what, George? This is what I hear. Let me say this. I'm gonna let you make one more statement. I'm gonna get out of here. This is my money. I can spend my money anywhere I want to. But why are you always spending? Why you so proudly had to spend your money with the other man? You know nothing about the other man. You don't know nothing about him. You don't know his name. You don't know his children. He don't need all the community. He don't want all he wants is your money. Nothing.
Sometimes you get poor service, and it's forced to treat you mean, and you still go back and spend.
Still go back in there.
That's right. Well, I think, sir, I'm so glad I did call you, and it's my opinion, and I wish you success on launching your radio program. And whenever you need me, you have my number. Make sure you call me.
Yes, sir.
I want you to be blessed, and I want everybody to continue to listen, because he's going to educate you, inform, and enlighten you, and that's what we need. God bless you, Martin.
God bless you, Brother George. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, Dr. Sanders. You're going to be my last one. And I appreciate y'all for tuning on in, people. This is Live Uncut. Dr. Sanders, if you're still listening, you come on in. I know you wanted to talk. And thank you, George, for coming on in and enlightening us with your great wisdom and your knowledge. And appreciate Brother George. George is a wise old man, I tell you. And he loves to still have fun. And he loves his people. He loves his people. All right, Dr. Sanders, there you go. I'm sorry. You're going to be my last one, Dr. Sanders, so go ahead.
No, I was listening to you and looking at Claudine.
Okay, all right. All right.
Well, you talk about the Black Panther. I enjoyed listening to him. The older people, I always say that when you have older historians that have been around, sometimes you just need to listen, you need to gain the knowledge and the understanding of the earlier part of life before we even came on board.
Yes.
But I wanted to, in reference to the Black Party, Martin, after doing a lot of research down through the years and, with Huey and then with Fred Hampton, it would be nice to have them around again. The problem is that, when I look at a lot of the docuseries and documentaries, it was always some problems within the camp of each other being jealous of one another. Who can be the great standards? You see what happened to the late Malcolm X. I told you before, Malcolm X went through a whole lot of things in his childhood where his mom was literally just shocked from what happened to her husband. They still trying to figure that out. Elisa has her production now where she's getting ready to expose a lot of things regarding her dad, because she remembered those days and those moments where the Klan, they're saying, oh, he slipped on his coat and fell up under the Charlie car. That's a lie. And his father, Shabazz, Baptist minister, he died tragically. He was still alive in the hospital, and she remember his niece was my classmate, and she talked about the story of how all that happened. It's when you talk about Black people, Martin, and coming together, I would like to see the Black Panther Party come back, but with an agenda to be able to, define who we really are. They fought, but every time you look up, it was a fight.
Well, you know what, Trina, let me say something. I mean, that's part of it. Even with the disciples of Jesus, one of them was a devil.
Yeah.
They asked God, well, who gonna be this and who gonna be that? Jesus said, the greatest one among you, let him be the servant of all. So you're gonna have that. That's that flesh. You're gonna have that. That's part of. There's no one organization out here that's successful ever say that they didn't have no interfighting within the camp.
Yeah, that's always say. You have it in the church.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, in the black church.
Yeah.
To change some things, it would be good, but it would also be good. You got Congressman Bobby Rush that was a part of the Black Panther, that could, elaborate on his, because he was internally experienced with them. Fred Hampton, his father was murdered because his mom was carrying him. But as Brother George, you were saying, Mr. George was talking about us as black people. Martin, let me tell you this. I love to support black businesses. And I don't mind promoting each other. I don't mind. My problem that I have is that when it comes to business, you need to know the foundation. The late Vernon Johns, who was actually the mentor to the late Dr. Martin Luther King, when he was at Dexter Street Baptist Church, when they brought him on, he told them, start having a relationship with the wholesalers. Grow your own vegetables, grow your own food, obtain your own meat. Stop going to the white man to get things, because in the store, they treated you a certain kind of way. They disrespected our people. They didn't mind if you go back in the time of slavery and history, Martin, white men didn't have no problem laying up with a black woman and having a child. Didn't have several. Our people perish for the lack of knowledge. Learn what business is, the business basics. You don't have to go to a university and get an MBA, or a doctorate degree. You can go to a junior college. You can go to the SBA. They have, modules you can take to learn how to establish your capital. When I first started my program, guess how I started Cat's Virtual Fitness? I started that money. I didn't use my credit. I sold dinners out of my apartment. That's how I started, raised my capital. And I took the classes in conjunction with me going to school. You can go to the black colleges, like Malcolm X or Olive Harvey or, Kennedy King, to learn how to, be a business person. But what happens is that a lot of times, Martin, people don't want to learn that. They want to do what they want to do. A young man, I don't remember his name, but I have his CD, and he was standing outside of Walmart. And he said, I'm just a brother, I'm trying to get my music on the ground. And I said, what kind of music you got? And I never seen this black boy, this young man. And he said, well, it's a rap about what we're dealing with right now. He said, whatever donation you give me, I'm willing to take it. Man, we got that CD. We got it. And I said, because we'll never know if we see this brother again on television. I support because I want my people to learn. But, Martin, when you get in the deep part of understanding business, you got to know what to do.
But let me say something, Dr. Sanders. Let me just say something. Now, we're around the same age. Back in the 40s, 50s, we did business. We couldn't even go on the other side of town unless we was working. So we know how to do business. It's just there's a war going on. You know what I'm saying, sister? We've been, listen, we've had liquor stores, pool halls, beauty supplies, bus companies, cab companies, shoe shine things, pool hall. We have all these things. We know how to do business, Dr. Sanders. That's a lie. We know how to do business. We know how to do business, sister. I'm sorry. I don't believe in we don't know how to do business. We just don't want to.
Let me
Go ahead.
Let me break this down to you.
Go ahead.
I'm not talking about the ones who are mature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a lot of them that just don't want to understand the foundation of a business. Just to say off the top of their head without knowing how to actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have some that are hustlers. And you're like, okay, you want to hustle me. Okay, but I'm going to ask you something. If you hustle me and you play the game, I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to ask you. We got too many people that have been scientists. The first black woman that made the sanitary belt. I know that majority of the mature people don't, but most of the younger generation, they don't know how. They don't know how, Martin. I've run into millions of them. You know what I'm saying when I say that.
Right.
And I'm like, do you know what you're doing? Well, no, I'm just saying, no, do you have the understanding? Because knowledge is power. That's one of the things that Fred Hampton said in his quote.
Well,
knowledge is power.
let me say something, Dr. Sanders. I'm going to just say, I want to say this because it just came into my spirit. Look, we sound like preachers. Listen, I lived on 60th and Cottage Grove. I grew up on 60th and Cottage Grove. There was a store right there on 60th and Champlain. Those out there to know. And it had been times where we could write a note. It's a black-owned business. And go in there and get some groceries. We can't do that at Jules. We can't do that at Dominic's. We can't do that at Whole Foods. I know. I'm just saying, we can't do those things there. But I want to just show you the way of doing business is good. But some things, we can't do business like the big box house. You know, we can't give deals. We gotta, the thing is, the little small mom and pop stores. Now, when I go in them type of stores, I'm prepared to pay more than I would go to Walmart because I understand they can't give me the same deal. I understand it. I got sense enough to know that. But some of us don't. We shop for the best deals. We shop for convenience. We don't do no research. And then when I stand in front of a place and say, hey, this is black owned right here. I'm advertising. Oh, I didn't know that was black owned because you're not into that. You just into getting what you want when you want. You know, but when you know you go into a black establishment, Trina, is in our spirit. We always find something wrong with our business. Trina, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know.
That's your view.
Yeah.
Your view. But
right.
Let me explain this to you. When I started mine, okay, and I had it from 2008 until 2019, I actually hired my cousins to work for me. And I told them, I want a few percent of what you get because my name is on there. I learned my name. I paid for the patent. I paid for the brand. Now, my son, one of my sons, is right now in the research development of biochemists. He wants to grow produce. He said, Mama, how do I do this? I said, well, take a trip down to our family farm in Mississippi. And I got him on the phone, and I told him to talk to my cousin. My cousin has hogs, okay, chicken coops. He's got a whole farm in South. And I told him, he said, well, get you some land. Get you some land. See, that's what I'm talking about, educating yourself. Not just going somewhere, opening up something, and you have no foundation of understanding what you're doing. He said, okay. He said, but you can come down here to Mississippi. I told my son, I said, now, let me explain something to you, son. Mississippi is one of the biggest racist places on the South, okay? You got a whole lot of them. I said, but that's where Emmett Till was killed. That's where a lot of the learn how they got the land. You need to learn how you get the land, Martin. That's the point I'm making. Don't just stand somewhere and going somewhere and don't have no foundation. Now, he said, okay, Mama. So he's going to go down there next month. And my cousin told him, you got to plant because you got to harvest in order to do that. I said, what in mind do you have? What type of food? Because you know what he wants to do? He wants to open it up here to bring it to his people in the community.
Great.
He didn't just say, Mama, let's go start something. You got to know what you're doing. And that's what I'm saying, is that in any business that you do, you got to understand what you're doing, who are you talking targeting. And understand, you got opposites.
Yeah.
Look, my son Daniel was running over here at Jules. And Daniel is a teenager. And the supervisor told him, black. Well, just because you had shorts don't mean nothing. Because I have a child. And if my child is sick or whatever, that don't mean I got to stop coming. I called the manager who was black, Vincent Green. Mm-hmm. And I called him yesterday. I said, let me ask you something. I said, what is your I said, Albertsons, who owns you, I said, have rules, regulations, policies, procedures. I said, well, what do you all feel about young black people that are going to high school and they just need jewels for a little hustle money on the side? As he said, well, if they're athletic, they can give us a letter from, their school where we could be able to staff them accordingly. I said, so what if your supervisors, who is black, did not do that? He said, well, now you letting me know something happened up under my watch and I didn't know. I'm telling you, it's real life experience, not no jokes and pranks.
But
there's a lot of things our people need to educate.
Let me say something, Trina. Let me just say something. We don't have the education a lot of times in business when we go into business. We just go, we banking it on an idea. We just open up a store, and I understand what you're saying. And,
right.
It's trial and error, Dr. Sanders. It's trial and error. We're not privy to this type of information that other people have in their business and things like that. We don't, because it's something got to be wrong with us, Dr. Sanders. How can a person come in our community that can't even speak the language? Now, if they can't speak it, hold on. If they can't speak it, that means they can't write it. That means they can't read it. But they can come in here and make millions out of our community. Something is wrong with that. Now, go ahead.
The what you call it, Islam, the what, what I'm talking about. What they do, they surveillance our communities. They don't go to Evergreen. They don't go to Oak Lawn. They ain't going to Hickory Hills. They're not going beyond any of those domains. You know why? Because they target our community. Because they make money on our community.
Now, hold on. Now, you said they target our community, and I agree with you 100%.
They study it.
But them people, they bad businessmen too. I've seen they don't know how to do business, but they stay in business.
Let me tell you what they do. When they come into our country, they literally come to the They come and say, we know what black people like. They study our way of living here.
But
that's why if you look at all these Arab stores look like roach motels. But what does the community do? When we go over here, because we ain't got nowhere else to go. Yeah, you do. You don't want to go to the black market.
No, they won't do it.
I don't know if you remember, in the 80s, there was a store on 43rd and Ellis called Zulu Pharmacy and Drugs. That was my first store owned by blacks.
I mean, so Dr. Sanders, we had a lot of black business. That's nothing new. I mean, we own everything on our side of town. I mean, because we couldn't get caught on. We could get caught on the white people. Right.
63rd Street was known as the black downtown.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Was known as,
but Trina, so you telling me these people that can't speak the language, the Arabs, I ain't gonna say these because I think that sounds racist. The Arabs. Right. How could they come in our business and be in our community and be so successful?
Let me tell you something.
Come on now. And they're not doing everything right, Trina. But black people are still going in there.
But check this out. You know the white man owns who? Who is the Department of Immigration owned by? They follow the rules to know how to get over here. The white man allows them to do it because they will follow the rules to come here to set up. You see the two fools, if you go back, with that 3 classmates I lost in the Twin Towers,
right.
Black, they got killed. But the 2 men from Islam was living in Oakland. They know how to do it. They study our system. They study everything about our country. And they come to where we are and they set up camp. Every time I look at an Arab store, it looks like a freaking roach more. It was 25 years. You know why? Jewels then came over this way. Now farmers then moved to 103rd. They migrated together with food baskets. But they have distributors. They have what you call them, Martin? Produce. They know what to do. They study. So guess what they do? The link card, when the link card came out, and the food stamps. I used to work for the Arabs. I know exactly what they was doing.
But Trina,
When I was in college.
but who fault is that now? But see, black women, they fall out with black businesses. Them Arabs filling on them, having sex with them, selling them bad meat, and they still run in there.
When I was in college on 51st, I don't know if that store is still there on 51st, but you know, all of the Arab stores are family oriented. You know why? Because they got daddy, and all the uncles and brothers, they all own the stores, and they transfer all the different workers to go there. Because number one, those who have problems with the law, they can't get a job. They work over there for hustle money. Some of them you don't have no Arab butchers. They're all black butchers because a lot of them have legal problems. So they know that some of these places they don't go to is the Arab. The Arabs, I saw them.
But Trina, they don't. But Trina, they don't do business like business is supposed to be done. I've seen them.
Martin, I'm sharing my experience.
Okay.
I'm telling you what I saw. I'm not fighting you. I agree with you, but I'm telling you the inside. So we were there making a little money, you know, because I had my son. I was in college. I had to pay my rent. Public aid was not giving me a lot of money. So I had to find a job because back then the job was only $2 an hour, $3 an hour. Who can live off of that? The Arabs gave you cash. So they didn't literally do it by the hour. I asked one of the sons, I said, why do you all mess with our women? Oh, he said this to me, Martin. Oh, well, we know that they struggling and most of these boys that they messing with ain't no good. We don't mind sleeping with them, but we ain't marrying them. When he said that, I was only there for a couple of weeks because my cousin was working at one on the side and she went back to nursing school because it was easy money. They know. We was in the store a while ago, Martin, and just a couple months ago, and a mother was in the store and she was arguing with the son of the owner. And she said, my daughter came here and she was livid. She was mad. I'm going to tell everybody about your store, your raggedy store with your bad meat and things like that, because they studied our culture in this community, in these poor communities.
But let me say this. Let me say to Dr. Sanders. Let me just say this. But let me just say this. So why is it we so hard on our black businesses, but these people sleeping with the women, selling us bad meat, cheating us, doing all types of ungodly, worldly things, and we still running it. Now, hear that woman. Now, you've been knowing they were selling bad meats, but now you done got upset. Now you want to cry wolf now. But you've been knowing this. Yeah, crying wolf. You've been knowing this selling meat. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I get mad at us. These businesses cannot last in our community if we don't go in there and patronize.
It's the same thing as this. You got a whole lot of these Metro PC. Metro PC. I had gotten a Metro PC when I was working on, at the Dover Medical Store, and they had a deal. So Metro PC was, if you get a phone, we'll give you a free tablet. Or if you buy 2 phones, you get 2 free tablets. And all that stuff. They lock you into these deals. It ain't no black companies. Right. They're all owned by foreigners. And they turn around. What do? The Asians set up what? You want to talk about the beauty supply store? Let's go there. First of all, if you want to own, because the old hairdresser before he passed, he said, Trina, let's make this money. So guess what? He had a contact. I had a contact from Africa that actually does hair. I said, well, we can get this by the pound, and then we can sell it. Even since I was talking about going into business to sell hair so people can come into us to get the hair. Because when you go to the shop, what they do, they go to vendors. The vendor is in Lincoln, Illinois. It's called Hair Supply. I know what it is. And it's owned by foreigners one lady reached out to me and said, I have a list that a lot of the stylists, see, I do my research. I don't listen to people, I do my research.
Hold on, Dr. Sanders. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Caller, where you calling from? Caller, where you calling from? All right, they hung up. Dr. Sanders. Go ahead.
You know, I told the lady, I said, well, she's from China. And she sent me, I got this here, I got this. I said, but I don't want to do business with you. I want to do business as we were taught in the movie American Gangster. I want to go directly to the person, the people. I don't want to go through 5 other folks. I want to go directly there. So I do my research. But the problem is that a whole lot of them on your program, if they put their minds together, we got black men that are straight up excellent construction workers. They can go in there and rehab the building. They know how to get the supplies. They know how to, make it look like it's supposed to look and be able to connect with this, with different produce companies and dairy companies and whatnot. But our people will not do it. And that's what makes me mad, because when you try to get with each other, Martin, everybody's fighting. We don't have to fight.
Well, Trina, we got to see, the thing is, first of all, we don't fight. This period. I'm sorry. Black people are so poison. You can look at a black person, they ready to fight. If you look at them, fast, say, I'm sorry. We are so combative toward one another. We are. I'm sorry. It's a sickness. It's a sickness in us. We hate each other that we would not support each other in no kind of way. I mean, just
when that guy got shot in the liquor store on 75th Street, why that liquor store still open?
Because somebody took a bribery out of there. That's what that happened. I heard about that.
Black community leaders sell us out. To see, in Evergreen, I know this for a fact, you got to go through the Chamber of Commerce before they let your behind in. So why do we have a black Chamber of Commerce in our black communities? What's the problem?
Well, you know what, Trina? We're not organized. We don't love each other. We don't care. Every man for himself and God for us all. See, like me, why I'm so successful into what I do, because I think group. That's what I think, group. I don't think just my little 4 daughters and my son. I don't think that. I think group. How can I help the group? Yes, I mean, that's how I think. You know what I'm saying? Some people think about, they like Tupac. You got to get yours. I got to get mine. That you can't do that when it comes to that. Yeah, that's selfish.
Because, Martin, no matter how much education I have or experience, I don't believe it's all for me. I believe in sharing. That's how I am. I was raised like that. I have a Southern upbringing.
Yeah.
So I understand the South and I understand the city. But my problem is this. We got all of these foreign developers that come and buy up all these buildings. And what they do, like who was that? Pangea?
Yeah,
The
Pangea.
biggest ripoffs in the nation. The biggest ripoffs. They buy the buildings. They go in there and they charge you all this rent. All of these buildings in Woodlawn are owned by foreigners.
They got help. They got help to get these buildings. See, Dr. Sanders, see, the thing is, okay, hold on, Dr. Sanders, hold on. Hey, caller, I got one more caller. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll let you talk, okay?
All
right. Okay, Dr. Sanders. And you're right. I mean, they stick together. They got, see, the black people think when they get rich, they arrive. But you're rich, but you just...
The first thing they do is buy Cadillac.
Yeah, you don't have no power. You have no power. You own no land. You control no electricity, no water, no nothing. You just a rich slave here in America that can buy something. You're not a producer of anything. You are a consumer. And the poorest white person in this country can get in some doors that the richest black man can't get into here in this country because it's privilege. You better believe that. Believe that.
But those Arabs, I know for a fact, they come, they say, look how many, we're killing the black churches. The black churches are supposed to be a safe haven for souls, all souls. whether you bad, good, ugly, perfect, whatever. The black church is so selfish right now because they're not meeting the people at need. They get so promiscuously crazy about money. And just go back to Barbershop. Remember the movie Barbershop?
Yep.
Barbershop 1 and 2. You got a corporation coming into a black community where an old barbershop that's been there for 99 years and whatnot is for the people. And it's two things. One is us. They provide a service. However, the corporation not owned by black people is owned by other folks. They want to put the old stuff out of business. I'm against that. But when they come here, Martin, they say, okay, here's a senior citizen building. Here's the public aid people. You know, now it's affordable housing or Section 8 now because you don't see projects no more because they tore them down. And so now they say, well, where is the most poorest struggle areas that we can go set up shop in? They'll go get an old building from the 50s, put a little something in there, and go in there and charge you $10 per gallon of milk. And people will go in there.
That's
most of the young
not
babies
me.
Look, most of them young babies, they know how to exchange the food for, you know, put on the link card. They know how to do that. They know how to say this is food when it's diapers. They say this bottles, this is food. They're smart. They're smart. That's why they said camp not.
No, they slick. That ain't smart. They slick and cunning.
But I'm slick, Mark.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that they're slick smart.
Yeah.
Because they don't just come here and set it up. They got to know how it works before they get over here. So then when they get here, they talk to you and treat you like you're a dog.
And black people still running. Trina, I'm going to leave you right there. I'm going to take this last call so I can get off here. This 150.
Okay, brother.
Okay,
I love the conversation.
I love it too. All right. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. All right, call. I took your call. You got to call back in. I'm going to give you a minute. Call back in. Caller. This live, uncut, unedited. That's another conversation, people. Y'all love other folks that mistreat you. You go run right to them. You get slapped around and get your money taken from you. Get your money took and your booty shook. I tell you. All right, last caller, come on, call back in. So this is live, uncut, unedited, and I'm about to end this session. I appreciate everybody that called in. Thank you so much, George, Dr. Sanders, and others. Appreciate you guys. We shared it 57 times, which I figured we should have shared it more times than that. But it was a great discussion. We're learning, and that's what I'm all about. Moving forward, giving information and learning information and sharing it and applying it. That's all I'm about. That's all I'm about. Don't want nothing from you. Don't want nothing from you. Now, if you want to bless me, that's okay. But I need you to go to YouTube and follow me on YouTube, Mark G. Johnson. That's my name on YouTube, because when Facebook act up, I can go to YouTube, and vice versa. Yep. So that'll be it, people. Live, uncut, unedited. Thank y'all so much. Listen, there's nobody smarter than black people. We just so docile. We want to believe in everybody that they're going to do the right thing. We have no friends, none. Because if we did, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in. And I love being black. I'm telling you, there's no excuse for our community and our black businesses look the way they look. It ain't that we don't know business. The Arabs don't know business, no more business than we do. They don't know more business than we do. They can't even speak the language. How you gonna sell something you don't even know, you can't even read it? But they selling it. They're successful. And look at us. We got all these degrees and all that, and we can't do nothing. These people bringing guns in our community, taking link cards for cigarettes, applying weed and drugs, having sex with our underage teenagers. Come on, people. That's the devil in our community. And that business that they own in our community, it could not last if we don't go in there. All right, caller. I'll try to wait on you. This is last caller. Come on, brother. You're going to close us out.
Oh, okay. I just want to address some of that, what the last caller called. I think you were calling her Dr. Sanders.
Yes.
No disrespect whatsoever. She sounds like a very intelligent sister. I don't want to disrespect her, but I had to call in because I'm just going to be real. I don't know. It was just so much in that call. Okay, but first of all, she attacked. I felt like she was attacking young people. Oh, they stand here and they were selling this and that. Can we give our people, period, black people, some credit for even trying, conquer people for even trying to start a black business? Number one. Number two, okay, well, they get it this way, and then she kind of admitted, well, they kind of, other groups, the system helps them. She said something about immigrants. The white man runs the immigrant office or whatever, and they allow them to do this. Well, that's telling you how they get ahead of us then. So you mean to tell me they get help from the system to get ahead of us? In their head because somebody is pushed in front of them. You know, many of us, I'm not a business owner, but many black business owners, hello?
I'm here. Go ahead.
Many black business owners are doing the best they can. But we got, I mean, it's sad because we got black people out here, they lead a campaign like they running for office saying what black people are not doing right. And whoo, Lord. Okay. And my stepfather and a bunch of his buddies, they got together and got a club when I was a little kid. I remember when they got it, and they're still successful today in my hometown. And I remember it wasn't the black community as a whole because they thought the world of it, but you had certain people from a certain group. And I'm not talking about her on this, I don't know her, but I'm just saying, a certain group, those low budget people, that they ain't doing this. Well, but they need to do this. And I always called it, that's nigger babble. That's all it is. It's nigger babble. They ain't got, none of them had a club, but they coming around telling you I'm pretty sure you deal with it even, Martin, with your show. Oh, he ain't doing this. What show you got? So, okay, back to what she was saying. Okay, so we went through that. Oh, and then she said, okay, she dogged the black people out about what they ain't doing with a business. Then she contradicted herself because she said, these Arab businesses is roach motels. But then she said they're doing everything right. If it's a roach motel, somebody letting them get away with it. And we know that goes on. And I'm going to tell you how I know for a fact. The system allows them people to get away with stuff. I was on a project in Denver back in 2015 or something. I was there for like a year or so, but my job sent me there. They got a lot of black businesses there, Denver, Colorado. So I said, hey, this is cool. I can put my money into these black businesses. So I was kind of always in a black business. I never seen the health department in businesses so much. They stayed in there. And I'm not talking about what I heard. I'd be in there. Oh, we got to report to this and we got to report to that. So we're constantly under attack. We are conquered people. But we have these people like her that they constantly going to attack black people and not attack where it's coming from. Get rid of the cancer. The black people ain't the cancer. We doing the best we can.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question, brother. Then, so you're saying that give us credit because we are trying. That's
Yeah,
what
we're
you
conquer people. We're
right.
doing the best we can. Okay, what about a child? Okay, and all of us know a child that did this or whatever. Both of the parents was crackheads. Okay, they lived a pretty bad life. You know, I mean, they had it pretty hard coming up. Well, they get grown. Hey, I want to do this. Let's say sell bottled water. So they'll go sell bottled water. But then you got somebody like her, and I've seen it. They'll come, you ain't doing this right. You ain't doing that right. Are you serious? This is what we get from our older ones in the black community. This is what and we wonder why our kids have crazy. Don't like us older people. And I don't mean to be fussing, and I'm not fussing at her. She's very intelligent, but you need to correct that, sister. You wrong. You wrong.
Okay, where she's wrong at about? Tell me what she's wrong at, bro.
Well, she's sitting up there attacking black businesses. That's what I got. I'm not going to accuse, but that's what I got out of it. She kept saying, "Well, they ain't doing this right. They need to go back to school and okay." And let's talk about going back to school. We need to get this white man stuff up out of our head. We ran full economies without the white man's school. After slavery, we ran whole towns without the white man's education. But we all, well, you got to do this. And if we're going to do that, okay, let's go ahead and say we need to do that. Does that work for us when we go get that education? How many of us got went and got an education on this? So I'm going to get a certificate for this, and it didn't work for us because the system don't work like that. So we might want to study how the system works for us first before we even talk about going to get that education. Okay, but yeah, the Roach Motel thing, all that. And she said how horrible these people are. And then, okay, I'm going to say another thing. We are the only people that other groups can tell us how they attack us, and we don't take that back to the community. Now, they told her, well, we sleep with the black women because they do this, this, and this. You didn't take that information back to the black community?
Hold on, young man.
Secretly have them
hold on.
you
Hold on.
didn't tell the black community so they wouldn't go to that store no more.
Alex.
Be shut down and let them know you can't be here. You still could have kept your job. I mean, until they closed, they never had to know you said that.
Hold on, young man. Hold on. All right, Carter, you gonna be my last one, okay?
Hey.
You gonna be my last ones, okay?
All right.
All right. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
That's
Ask your question. Okay, let me ask you a question. So, when it comes to support black business, we should take a little light. We shouldn't be so harsh. That was my point that I was trying to bring out.
I didn't know because I kind of cut you off because I was sitting on hold for a long time.
Okay.
So I didn't hear all of what you said. You might have already said what I said.
Right.
I apologize.
Because
Once again, I'm not attacking the sister. It's like really my love for my people is coming out, because I don't like that because we have so many of us. And I even see it in the workplace. In the workplace where older black people, and it's not so much just the older ones, but black people, we just love to attack each other and say what we ain't doing right. Some of us, I think, because we're trying to appear more intelligent than anybody else. But nobody knows everything. And if you had it all right, then you would be in the community saying, come here, I got this for you. This is the way you do it. Follow the model.
Okay. All right, brother. I'm going to leave it at that. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
That's it? Okay. All right. Okay, Carl. I told the last caller he was my last one. Come on, caller.
All right. I would like to thank everyone for calling in tonight about this topic. But first of all, how many of you all still shop in these Arab stores, buying corn and buying all these other items from these people that do not look like us? Most of you all, probably still do it. Go to these nail salons where you're getting treated, getting kicked, getting hit in the face by these Asians. Really, people, it's time to wake up. Really. I have been out there fighting on the front line. I'm a community activist. My name is James Poole. That's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And you all sit around there. You still go to these. I couldn't even tell you when last time I've been at one of these corner stores or shopped with them. If you stop shopping with them, they leave our neighborhoods. They don't give a shit about you. They do not care. Stop shopping with them. they'll leave. But like Martin says, none of you all will go shop black. Yeah, sometimes the prices be up a little bit more than what they are, but you still won't go shop black. You won't do it. Yeah. But you go to that neighborhood, you go to that corner and buy some corn from these Latinos in our neighborhood. Let me tell you something. We cannot go in their neighborhoods and buy anything. You're not going to catch an Asian coming from Chinatown coming over to a black nail salon in our neighborhood. They're not going to do it. Wake up. Listen. Fucking listen. They're not going to do it. Stop shopping with them.
Yeah, because like I said too, when we used to be out there on, at Misha's, we don't have to break no windows. We don't have to set no building on fire. Just don't go in there. Just don't go in there. That's it. Listen, people, we talk about black people don't know how to treat people. These people, they don't even know how to communicate with us.
And they're not going to communicate with us. We had seniors. We're talking about 70-year-old seniors walking past us. I know they went through the movement. I know they went through it. I know for a fact. 70 years old, really? And you walking past the picket line?
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Back in the day, really?
Yeah, you would get beat up.
They'd have got their head split.
Yeah. This
really?
Is serious. See, and I get mad when I see stuff like that. You know, I work so hard. I'm so passionate about our sisters. See, sister, everybody ain't got to have a pistol to take up for you. I'm going in on this business because of the sisters, you know, going in. They banging our young girls, excuse my language. They selling cigarettes to our underage teenagers. They talking to our teenage crazy. Listen, some of these young ladies, they don't even know they're being taken advantage of. They just laughing it off, you know. And the sister said it. She said, hey, we ain't gonna marry them. We'll have fun with them. You're nothing but a playground to them. And when you leave a playground, what do? You get through playing, you dust yourself off, and you go on about your business. Until next time. And that's how they look at our sisters. Them little $20, $30, $40 you get out of them sisters, you tricking yourself. Them Pampers, that's nothing. That's nothing you getting from them. Go ahead, brother.
You know what? I've known an Arab store that was located in the Woodlawn area, just west of Keene Drive. They had a missile launcher. They were buying stolen goods from the freights off of State Street. You wouldn't even imagine the things they had in there. But eventually, they got shut down. The FBI raided them, took them to jail, and took everything. But the thing is, people, you know what's going on in your neighborhood. I don't even know why you allow it. Don't sit up and say you don't know, because you're lying. You do know. Just like I see it, you're seeing it. But guess what? You're pacified. Oh, I got a corner store. I can walk down to the corner store. Let me tell you something. I go to the Marianos. I go to the Jewels. Yeah, sometimes it's a little pricey, but guess what? I know what I'm going, what I'm getting from there. That's the bottom line. And if I have a problem, I can sue the Marianos. I can sue the Jewels. I can sue a Pete's. Why run down to these corner neighborhood stores and you're buying meat from them? Meat that's no good, that's outdated. I remember before, I shopped at them at one time, going there buying pops, soda. The dates expired from 2 years prior. The soda is so flat. I go back in and take the soda. Oh, how you know? How you know? I'm looking at the date on it. It's outdated. People, look at your dates. And when these stores are having these sales, this goes for the Jewels, the Marianos, when they have these sales, most of the items are about to expire. They're getting rid of them. So they won't be at a loss. All they gotta do is start paying attention.
Yeah, man, we made you. Go ahead.
And you know what? A lot of these people on the Facebook, most of them, I do know. People, stop shopping with them. They're not going to come in our neighborhood. They're not going to buy anything from us. I had black street vendors in the Woodlawn area, in the Inglewood area. The police going out there, they're harassing them. You know what I told them? Next time the police harass them, you call me. I'm going to the station. I'm going to fight for them. Because you're not going to have the Latinos in our neighborhood selling corn, selling snowballs in our neighborhood. But you're not going to, the police is going to harass the black street vendors that's out there selling clothes or doing other things. Let me say something. It's a law against selling loose cigarettes. But to me, I'd rather buy a loose cigarette than sit around and buy corn and buying snowballs off a vendor that can't wash his hands. Turning around, pissing in the bushes somewhere, coming back serving you. Really? People, you need to wake up. Stop shopping with them. Because we can't go over there and sit. We can't go up there and set up. Let me tell you something. There's no way I can go over there and set up in Pilsen or Little Village selling snowballs on those corners or selling loose corn. They're going to run my black ass from over there. Wake up. I'd like to say thanks for having me on. Power to the people.
Power to the people. All right. All right. Thank you, bro. All right, people, y'all heard it. Now, whether you want to believe in that, for all those people that's making comments in the comment section, you had opportunity to come on and speak your piece. We got to warn our sisters. All the sisters are not going to some of these Asian shops and nail shops. They stopped going because of the brothers stood against them. They're not getting all the sisters' money. So maybe they're getting majority of you guys, but they're not getting all the sisters' money because people are smart about their dollar. Trust me, smart. And listen, don't scream. They don't like us. They racist when you get a bad service or when they go upside your head. Don't scream that. You know what you go in there at your own risk. If you get your behind whooped, you take that whooping proudly. Dust it off and go on there because you didn't have no business going in there. And you know better. Take your punishment. Trust me. They don't care nothing about you. They're not going to invite you to a family reunion. They're not going to invite you to a wedding, a picnic, or baby shower. They want your black dollar. That's what they want. That's the only thing they want. Don't want to have a conversation. Yeah, they'll smile at you. They'll play the role just to get that dollar out of there. Trust me, people. Let me say this, and I'm going to end it with this. When we had all our businesses in the black community, and we couldn't go on this side of town, people, we were some of the happiest people in the world. Economically, we had money, businesses. We was thriving. The moment we began to take our money out of our community, everybody started loving us, but we was broke. So we got to make a decision to keep our money and start building our community, having our stores, keep our money within our community for them to be mad at us, or spend all our money with them and live in peace with them. Because listen, once black people learn how to spend their dollar, trust me, it's going to be a lot of other races filing bankruptcy. They're going to be in trouble. Trust me. Black people, your dollars are powerful. Your dollars matters. Learn how to spend your money with people that look like you. And I guarantee you, you'll see a difference in these communities. Trust me. This is live, uncut, unedited. Share the video. Share the video. Thank you.